Yo, I'ma just go live by myself while we're waiting for Ceez because I sent him the link 30 minutes ago. No, I'm joking. I sent him the link, but he hasn't come in yet. But I want to leave. I put the link on YouTube. I don't want to leave nobody waiting in there. Um, Speaking of which, let me put the link to join in the chat right now. But yeah, he should be on soon. We obviously have a lot to talk about. Champions League, Europa League. Are we gonna talk about Europa Conference League? Maybe, but there's some other stories too. We'll see if we get to them. But yeah, Caesar is really good at being late. He's not gonna see any of this, so so I'm really not tripping. Wait. But yeah, hopefully he comes in before the 3-minute mark. Is Jeez. Well, he'll come in with some excuse, I'm sure. But what can I talk about before Caesar gets here? Caesar and I, he's going to be annoyed if he sees me talking about this without him. But I've been watching the new X-Men show, X-Men 97 on Disney Plus. And it's fire. I haven't watched the episode that came out yesterday yet. I tried to start watching it, but I fell asleep. So I'm going to watch that tonight. But the episode from last week, oh, there he is. There he is. Caesar, don't come in with the music, dude. Don't come in with the Caesar.
What up, dog?
You can't come in with the music, though.
Happy Nation.
Keep going.
No, it's good. What's up, y'all?
Oh. I was just gonna get to that part. So before we get into the football, but Caesar, don't mess around and talk about it too long. Since you wasn't here, you know what I mean, for 25 minutes.
By the way, in the background, I'm gonna have the penalty, so I'll get the result while we're live. By the way.
Oh, nice. Okay, because I was just gonna look on.
I know you're gonna look on like Google or something. I respect that, but I got the stream up just in case.
I mean, I could do it too. I mean, you swear like I ain't got the internet.
I don't think you're that dude, but
you know what I mean. I got
tabs that open. Guy on the computer, but I respect that.
I got tabs open. You know what I'm saying? Is that a Modelo? Caesar drinking the Modelo's
early. I'm not drinking a Modelo, dog. Don't say that.
Got the Modelo's.
Drinking the Modelo. Damn, that's the whole camera up.
Real happy nation. Well, when you put it up, like the background messed it up, so I couldn't see it.
I know.
But Caesar, let's get it. Oh, forget what I was going to talk about. Let's get into the football right now. I gotta give Caesar his props. I gotta do it, you know. He put the Modelo down and he picked up a kombucha. That's smart. Or maybe he poured the Modelo into a kombucha. Actually,
that's what I did. Actually,
I gotta give Caesar mega big props right now because a couple weeks ago Caesar did predict that he did his Champions League quarterfinal predictions. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure about Atleti versus BVB. I didn't go back and listen, but I'm pretty sure you got that one right too.
Yeah, I picked BVB.
Okay, you don't remember either. Stop it.
You just don't want to give me the credit.
No, I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you, but I'm not 100% sure about that one. But you definitely
giving it to me.
You definitely picked Bayern to beat Arsenal.
Yeah. Like, even after they took a fat L, I was like, that's not enough, dog.
Don't be trying to act like you just like knew it. Like, don't try to, you definitely
like Gaib, dog. I know everything.
You picked Arsenal losing because it was the same energy as you picked them not winning the league last season. You were like, no, they're not going to win it. So you had to keep that same energy.
Did they win the league last season?
And then you were correct. Then you also picked PSG to beat Barcelona. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
You picked Real Madrid over City. Well, what?
Listen, do you know why I remember picking BVB? Because I remember on here I said that game, the dangerous part of the first leg was that they let BVB score a goal. I was like, that's a dangerous goal. That's one of those where like we won 2-1. In my head, I don't think you really won if you give up a goal like that after 2-1. A 2-1 is the most dangerous scoreline in soccer.
It is.
And
You're
then they
right.
turn them quickly.
And we'll get into that match in a second. But then you also picked PSG over Barcelona, but that was pretty easy. A little shaky. But then you also picked Real Madrid over City. That was your that was your fanhood coming out. You know what I mean? But it's all good. You were right. Now let's start with BVB versus Atletico Madrid. I did not watch either match. I did watch the highlights. And I just want to say between both legs, the difference was one Austrian by the name of Marcel Sabitzer. You're trying to act like that wasn't the difference between the two matches?
Although that left-footed shot
For Caesar, in the second leg, he had two assists and a goal in the second leg.
I mean, I want to keep it real. I want to give Sabitzer. First of all, I love Sabitzer. I'm not a Sabitzer hater.
I discovered him.
Great. I really want the world to give more love to Julian Brandt. That guy is. He doesn't get no love in these streets, and it's like this is a young guy. Why are we goofing around? Why are we goofing around here? Julian Brandt is dirty, dog. That's a dangerous, dirty player. Odds I know soccer scouting is all BS. They don't really know what's good because I'm not sleep. You could scoop up a Julian Brandt on the low in the market, like dead ass. He's so good.
Caesar, we got the Twitter taken away in 2020 and got it back in 2020, but we had a Twitter from 2017 to 2020 that doesn't exist anymore. I was talking about Julian Brandt back then, but I do have a tweet from last year saying, I'm sure I've said this before, but I really like Julian Brandt because he's a baller, but he wasn't the difference necessarily because he played in the first match too.
Yeah.
But
having a second match.
But he did score, yeah. Having Brandt and Sabitzer, like that's two phenomenal midfielders.
Yes.
Like two really good midfielders, like size, speed, great passing, 2 feet.
See that hustle play? I know he didn't. I know he got smoked low key on that run, but big respect. I saw a bunch of plays where Sabitzer's running, chasing people down on the back line. I know he's not the fastest dude, but no one else is running. Like he's full speed trying to catch somebody. I do want a fraud alert. Hummels. I'm getting a little tired.
He's been trash.
Hummels doing own goals. I'm a little sick of it. This man is just so over. Can he just retire and do like every German and become like a professional bike rider or something? Just become a biker, dude. It's so over for you. It looks like sometimes he's having like dementia spasms out there. I'm like, what's wrong with him?
The thing about Max Hummels now,
he was very good.
He used to be a baller. Right now, he's basically the German Harry Maguire. But because he's German, he's better than Harry Maguire. Because Harry Maguire's English and they're just bumbling fools.
They're very dumb.
But no, Matt Hummels, he's washed. Like I feel like he's in really bad shape. I don't know if it's like injuries or he's just
is the other guy injured? Was it Klondalik or something? Is he good or whatever? The left.
I don't know. Caesar, there's no such thing as good center backs anymore. Like the world has to.
I don't agree with that. I think there's no such thing as good fullbacks. But I think center backs are still solid. Like there's Rudigers and stuff. There's really good fullbacks still. Center backs.
No, I'll say this.
Fullbacks are dead. Right back is dead and gone. That shit is dead and gone.
Caesar, I'm gonna say this. There's no like. Okay, you know what? Rudiger had a good game, but like Haaland didn't.
Marseille won.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna say this, like, okay, you know what? Actually, let me not because there's gonna be a whole tangent. I don't want to do. I'm doing good hosting here.
Happy Nation.
I think with Atleti though, like the reason that they did not win is because they were missing their best player on both legs. Memphis Depay. At a certain level, like Griezmann and Morata are just not going to get it done for you. You need somebody like Memphis Depay who has great hold up play, really creative, and is just like a really good shooter of the ball. And Morata is not that, and Griezmann, like the way that Griezmann's going to get into a match is from dropping back defensively. He's basically a midfielder, and what's the name? Atleti doesn't have the midfield ability to really go toe to toe with BVB when they have Sabitzer and Julian Brandt, who I'm glad you brought up is so good. And to reiterate what you said, football scouting is trash because I don't know how on earth somebody didn't throw the bag at him 5 years ago.
No disrespect. I'll do it in a way that's I'll go to a team I like. Just watch the craziest PK ever. Anyways, it's gonna be viral. It's the craziest PK. The Brazilian kicked the ball, it bounced on the top post, and it bounced up, and it's bouncing in front of the line, and he's screaming that it crossed the line. It's so good. Like, and it's in Turkey. This is definitely gonna be a war after.
Oh, this is a different match.
Rodney, that Brazilian baller, yeah, he just missed the penalty because it bounced too much on the pole and it didn't go across the line.
That's funny.
Oh, I think it did cross the line. Anyways,
okay, what match is that?
Olympic House is in a penalty battle right now versus Fenerbahce. It's just very cool.
This is in Conference League. Okay.
Yeah, Conference League gangster forever. No, but I was gonna say, like, a player, I know he's younger and this isn't a fair comparison, but like if I'm thinking like, okay, well, Real Madrid gets a player like Güler, right? Oh, there's supposed to be potential. He's 18. He played senior caps the season before. You want to get this guy, and Turkey gives a lot of clout to players, so you get a lot of following from signing a Turkish player. So it's a great investment overall, right? Signing this player. Watched them like 4 games. Look. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of like a coach's son. Like,
okay, but Caesar, hold on. I'm not going to let you go on a whole Güler tangent.
A guy like that.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. I mean, you get to do it, but I don't.
No, I stopped myself.
You sign a guy like that, and I'm like, okay, you're looking for like a camish midfielder. We got Julian Brandt right there at BVB. He's like 6'1". He can literally play on any league. Like, he can be in EPL. He's big enough for there. Play in Germany. You could put him in Spain. Like, he to me is like, I don't give a I think he's better than Odegaard. Like, I think he's really good. I know people are going to disagree, and that's fine. I just don't think that he's had this. If he was, you switch roles, you had Brent on Arsenal.
Oh, yeah.
Dead ass, you'd be calling him incredible. Sometimes a player is only as good as the opportunities he's given on the right clubs. So if he was in a place like Arsenal, he'd be going crazy. Like, he'd be going nuts.
Caesar, sadly, if he went to Arsenal,
and he's right-footed.
Arteta would put him at center forward.
He put him at fullback, right? like Havertz. Put him at fucking fullback.
I agree. Yeah, Julian Brandt, he's 27 now. Like, I literally been watching him since he went to BVB 2019. Like, I've been watching him. I never watched
consistently a baller. Consistently a baller.
He was at Leverkusen before that. I never watched him at Leverkusen, but
I heard he was good back then too.
I watched him at BVB since 2019, which is 5 years ago now. And like, this fool is amazing player. And once again, when you have him and Sabitzer, even like for years too. I remember when he was at Leipzig. I think when he was at the Austria Leipzig. Actually,
I remember watching Austria in the Euros, and I was like, "Damn, the guy with the ponytail's going in. What the hell?
Like, he's got
the ponytail going in.
He's got real footballer hair.
Really though,
like, and he's just like, I mean, I've seen him do amazing things. Like, I want to say a few times when RB Leipzig played Real Madrid, actually. Just a consistent baller. And that's what put BVB, and let's be honest, Atleti's not like a really good team like that. So it wasn't like BVB can't beat them, but I don't think they come back and beat them without Sabitzer.
I don't think so. I think that was great for him to get Sabitzer. I think it didn't work out in Bayern and it didn't work in Man U. I think that they just don't know how to use some talents. Bayern's different. There's a lot of competition in midfield.
Exactly.
But at Manchester, I know that club is a sham. It's a sham of a club. It's ran like cryptocurrency scam. I don't believe them at all.
Right. Yeah, no. And at
But
Bayern, it was
BBB, a fantastic signing. I mean,
right.
truly solid, a solid 8'6" midfielder, does it all, both feet, dangerous everywhere. And I would love to have that player on my team any day of the week, 1,000 times.
He almost scored another left-footed goal at the end of the match too.
Yeah, he does all the work that you can only appreciate if you watch film or you're truly love the game. Like if you're just a casual watcher, you're not really gonna know it. But when you're watching him, you're like, this guy's really solidifying possession, setting people up, and just playing good soccer.
And one thing I always say about a midfielder, like a midfielder, the way forget about other people. I don't even think people will even watch midfielders, but the way I know a midfielder is good is they come to me. Like I end up noticing them before I even have to know who they are. Like, I mean, there's countless midfielders that's happened with me, but like these people told me that 21 Milinkovic-Savic was so good. And I'm watching him at Lazio. I'm like, he doesn't stand out. Like a good midfielder stands out. Like
he only stands out based upon a physical attribute.
Yeah, he's just tall.
But he doesn't stand out in terms of like
the gameplay.
I don't care if we're going. I'll give one more example, and he's a young phenom, right? Everybody talks about that Benfica midfielder. Oh, Bam froze. Okay, he's back. That Benfica midfielder, João Neves, are like, oh, he's the next, like Moutinho, like he's just the next midfielder, the next Gavi. I've watched João Neves like 8 times. I'm like, great. You have the ability to play some defense, you hustle, and you hold a good touch. I'm eliminating a good touch because I'm like, everybody should fucking notice. I don't even want to hear this being a quality. I'd rather get a player that you want to teach touching, but everybody should know touch at a professional level. It's embarrassing if you have a bad touch. Zardes. But I'm like, I don't see those lethal backline passes. That's the determiner for me when either you have like a dirty outside the box shot, and if you don't have that, you at least got to have like critical passing ability. Like if you're able to pass the ball, rotate well, transition to offense, when you start doing that, I'm looking like, oh, this is a real midfield general. This is going to be great for the team. That's a good quality midfielder. I haven't seen that in him yet, so I'm like, I'm waiting to see that. I even see that sometimes. I don't even see that in Gavi, to be honest. I'm like, I don't really see dirty passes like that from him like an Isco does. So he hustles.
He's a hustler.
A fouler. He's aggressive. But I just don't see the passing. No. I really think the determining factor is if you're a midfielder and you have excellent passing, you can play for 20 years almost anywhere, dude.
And I'll add 2 things to that. Mm-hmm. One is you look for the ball, like you try to go receive the ball from the center backs or even the goalie. Mm-hmm. And when you get the ball from center backs, you turn your ass forward.
Yeah.
Like I like you get the ball, and now Caesar's gonna text more in the group chat about X-Men while we're doing the show because I'm talking. So he's like, I don't gotta pay attention anymore.
I'm texting you actually.
He's gonna tell Sean.
I'm telling you, bozo.
Tell me on the show.
Well, you're talking. Yeah, you're freezing a lot while you're talking, so maybe
I'm
the
getting
Wi-Fi on your phone.
I mean, I have the Ethernet in. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, maybe you don't need to put the game up. See, I don't know if you can handle that for real.
I don't have the game up.
An Olympic house advanced. Respect. Big Greece in the game.
Oh well, Fenerbahce is gonna be playing there next year.
That's the only games too, by the way. Oh my god, if they play in Greece, there might be violent riots every year, and I want to see that.
I'm so down. But yeah,
Greece back.
A midfielder who turns around and looks for a forward pass.
Yeah,
because a lot of midfielders don't.
The turning forward is very, very underrated ability to like face forward after receiving possession and start the offense. Big time.
Right. And that's what I love about Guendouzi. Like when I saw him when he was like 18 at Arsenal, he went from League 2 to Arsenal. He got that ball. You're playing against Man City and Chelsea. You're getting the ball, you're turning around, and you want to advance the play. That's one. And 2, oh no, I think that's another one. You look for the ball. But BVB, great midfielders. And I'll say this lastly, like they still have Emery Chan. I feel like Emery Chan is playing as a center back right now.
Which is fine. He can do that.
But he is a good seasoned midfielder, and I feel like he's somebody that people can learn from too.
Especially I think like yeah, he's a midfielder that I think that shows like that yeah, I could play deep and do defense, but I remember watching him on Liverpool and being extremely impressed on his ability to go forward, hold possession. Like if Milinkovic Savic was doing plays like that, I'd be like, this is a elite midfielder. I watched that Al Hilal versus Al Nassr game. He had like 8 headers. I'm like, I mean, if there's one thing that you're gonna at least make me be like, well, yeah, of course you're gonna make that. You're big as shit and you're good. Motherfucker missed every single one. I'm like, what are we doing right now? This is 150 million for this shit. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. That's the problem. That's why I was so clowning on Chelsea for the Enzo signing. I'm like, great, you sign a midfielder, but he's so standard. If you're gonna shell out money like that on a midfielder, I value midfielders extremely high. And I as someone who came from playing striker and enjoys strikers, I know it's nothing without a midfielder. This is the base makeup of a team. If you're talking 100 millies, I better see crazy stuff. I better see a 6'4" guy like Savage, but with Isco abilities. Like if I see that, I'm like, oh,
which is
I mean, what are we talking about here?
Which is literally just Yaya Toure. Like that's it.
Yeah. I better see Pogba but with speed. Like, come on now. Like that's the kind of you know those players, man. You know those players. And I'm sorry. Enzo like that. I'm like, that's not it.
Like they would have been better off getting Cruz at like 35.
Oh, he would have went crazy too.
Okay, let's go to the next match. Another German club. Bayern did defeat Arsenal. The match ended 1-0 yesterday. Almost said Joao Kimmich. Josh Kimmich. That's really kind of gangster name.
That's kind of dope name.
The funniest thing ever was watching Kimmich's goal, and just whatever 3 Arsenal players that was standing there, and Kimmich just runs through them and just heads the ball in. I'm like this, but I almost don't blame those Arsenal players because nobody has taught soccer players to not ball watch.
Yeah.
Nobody's taught.
It's such a fascination for them to just watch someone move with the ball instead of attacking somebody.
Way over there. Like you're watching the ball way over there, and nobody's ever taught you, okay, the ball's way over there. Why don't I just look over my shoulder? Like, why don't I just, even if I'm facing this way, I can just look like that. But nobody ever taught them that, so I'm not that mad at them. But it was embarrassing to see 3 Arsenal players standing there, and Kimmich just like runs a post corner through them and heads the ball in from this part of his head. Like he didn't even have to like do all that. Like it was right here.
Did you see that cross at the end of the game by Bukayo Saka?
No.
Okay, it was like they were up by 1 at the very end. Arsenal gets a corner kick. Mm-hmm. And this is at the end of the game, so a header wins it. So this is the corner kick. They send everybody up. They send everybody up. This motherfucker kicked a corner kick and does a Di Maria. Like kicks it and it goes to like the first dude on the floor and it just kicks out and Bayern wins and celebrates. I'm like, this is supposed to be your guy. You can't even whip a fucking corner kick in the middle, or I'd rather you overshoot that bitch. To the first dude,
like in the air too.
God, I'm in the locker room. I'm livid. Like I find very little things for you to blow up about. That shit will make me go crazy. Like this is like for me, like if we had a free throw and you airball both of them, like there's no pressure. I mean, there's pressure, but there's nobody guarding you. It's dead fucking quiet, or if it's loud, you're chilling. No one's pressing you.
You've done it a million times.
We do it every fucking practice. It's the same shit. If you go up there and you airball 2 free throws, I'm getting on your ass. Like, are you focused, or just get off the team? Because like, I don't know what you're doing. So that kind of shit, I'm like, I'm sorry, dog. I know he's a good player. People love him. I personally don't like him. I'm gonna keep it. I don't like him.
I'm not a big fan.
I don't like him. I hate saying that, because I know A lot of people like him. I just don't, dog. He's just
I'm
not
not
my
a big
kind
fan either.
I'm sorry. Like he can just stay in Arsenal for 20 years, and I see Martinelli, and I'm like, that's like S tier, and that's like B plus. Like that's the level difference.
Right.
He's there. He does stuff. I'm not really impressed. And when I see stuff like that, I feel like I see that with him. Like he'll give you like a goal, but he'll do 4 things in a row where you're like, what are you doing, dog?
Caesar, one thing it is that Gen Z-ness. He's feeling himself
Very, dude.
because they made him a star in England already.
Oh,
And I'm just like, and also like that
he's
that's
very Gen Z. It really bothers me a lot. He looks like he just doesn't give a fuck about anything. I can't tell.
they got too many on Arsenal.
They do. They got 2 is really bad already.
It was already like
2 is really bad.
And they
I
like
don't
got
even
to
see
start.
that stupid face around the field. Like that makes me mad though. Like, what are you? Who hurt you? What's wrong?
And also like he's left-footed and like
And he's
a left-footed
mega lefty too.
a
Like
lefty is bad for hitting that first person. I can't remember. I wish I could remember who it was who said this. It was one of the pundits said like, if I was the coach, every time you don't get a corner past the first defender, you're paying $1,000. It might have been.
I'm sorry.
It might have been Craig Burley.
Dog.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Damn, it's really unacceptable. Like it's a basic skill. Like I'm sorry, we've practiced it since you're fucking like 5.
And it's unacceptable late in the match too. You got to give your team a chance, dude.
This is it. Like
you got to give them a chance.
No one's asked. No one. I don't even think about I'm not even thinking about the cross. Like, you know what? I'll give respect to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He doesn't play great defense,
He's a great passer, though.
But crossing and passing, it's just
amazing.
I don't even blink twice.
No.
So yeah, of course, in a situation where people are like, "Oh, would you want him on your team?" I'm like, ideally, no. But he does bring stuff to the table that gives you opportunities to win. If they did the fast one, I love that shit.
Right.
If you're even feeling kind of weird, call the dude up. Call the dude up. He'll run Odegaard, goofy ass, will run over there and cross the ball for you. Or he'll do the comeback or the pass up and then pass it back to me and I can whip it up with pace on it. Whatever it takes. Sometimes when I watch him kick, it looks like his feet are sinking into the turf. Like I can't explain it. He looks like he doesn't move on top of it. He kind of runs along it. So when he kicks the ball, it looks like he's slicing on the grass. I can't tell it. Like some people looks like they hit a ball and they scoop it in the air and they fly it up. When he kicks it, they're always kind of low or like kind of a weird angle. I'm like, he got that weird lefty posture. And I'm like, that's what fucked you up is just being lefty right there. Honestly, it's because you're a lefty right there.
He's like short and he's a little stocky, dude.
And it's one of our least favorite. He's very stocky. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, why are you so buff? Anyways, he should be a fullback, to be honest. You know what? He also is doing a corner kick on the side we hate. It's a left-footed free kicker.
So it's going out?
Yes.
Oh.
Left-footed free kick. So the ball is gonna go and it's just gonna go out. Like it's just gonna go out.
So he's on the side where it's going away from the goal. Oh, that's so stupid, dude. Like you got and here's the thing. This is what I was gonna say. If it's the end of the match corner kick, you got to get the ball in the box because maybe there's a handball. Like maybe Thiago Silva's out there and he's gonna jump with his hands up.
Just get the ball in the box.
That's it.
Now, I'm sorry. Like that's why if I had Di Maria on my team, I'm not letting you do that no more. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what I don't care. Everybody says to me, I don't want a player that's gonna kick every corner kick like it's a shot. It's not a shot. It's supposed to be a curve lob pass into the box. Like I want to see a lob pass with curve on it. Right. So when it whips in, I can just boom one of these joints in there. It was just so ugly. And I'm like, damn, dog. Like this is literally the end of the game. I don't care if you score 3 goals against Luton Town. I don't care if you ball out. I don't care if you score 3 goals against Manchester City. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. We're in a tournament now. It's a tournament. Right. Tomorrow is not going to be here. So get in there, take a deep breath. I don't care. Kick that ball as hard as you can to the middle. If hard as you can into the first dude, I swear to God, you're never kicking a free kick again on my team in your life.
Ever.
I'll go as a coach. I'll kick that shit in there. or we'll just start passing them in. Go in there, pass that shit in there. I don't want to see a kick.
You know what's crazy? This one has 14 goals in the league right now.
That shit is nuts, dog.
How?
Because, dude, it's because no one has. First of all, EPL defending is a sham.
That's true.
Also, like
I don't watch Arsenal, so
I think I'll give okay. I mean, sound like an Arsenal hater. I actually do love Arsenal. I love Arsenal. I've fucked with Arsenal. I just don't ever believe they're gonna win. I've lost faith years ago, but I've always rocked with Arsenal. I loved Henry. I love when they had to do Vargas. I like watching Arsenal. I don't like Arteta. I hate Arteta.
Caesar, you were
and I really don't.
You were a Chelsea fan, dude.
True. And deep inside, my EPL core is Chelsea. I don't watch Chelsea, and I hate watching Chelsea because that Pochettino, like, it pisses me off. But in my core, my OG EPL love is always Chelsea. I fucked with Chelsea for a long time.
Yeah, because they had Drogba.
That's why. But listen, sometimes I watch soccer. I don't even know how the hell he scored. I'm like, oh, that's good goal. Also, Arsenal's really good at setting up their wingers for attacking positions. Their counterattacks are really good. They're good at distributing that ball, and like people like Declan Rice is phenomenal.
He's really good.
They have really good midfielders that can distribute the ball well. Like Arteta knows with those midfielders, like you have a solid midfield, you can make your wingers in a position to score. He can if he's out there, I expect him to score. You're out there in a wing, you're doing your thing. You have the ability to score. So he's doing his thing. I'm not even hating on that. But like I said, it doesn't really matter until we get to this moment. Like,
right.
I can bash on Rodrigo for 5 La Liga goals. But consistently, time and time again, he does put in goals in moments we need. He puts in goals in the tournament, and that shit is important. You need those moments. You need players like that.
I'll say this, like, if Arsenal was gonna beat Bayern at any time, it was now.
The time is now. This is on their down low. This was supposed to be, especially Kane is there. Oh, it's perfect. You get to talk shit. You're an English club. Kane ran away just to take 0 trophies the whole year. Now you give this motherfucker another chance.
Right.
And they got vets on there. Vets know how to win games. They just know how to win games, dog.
Right. This was the time to do it, and they couldn't get it done. Last season they lost to Sporting Lisbon in Europa League on penalties.
Which is a fucking embarrassment. I'm sorry. You guys have like prime energy, all this money you're spending. You have a massive stadium, millions of dollars. You signed Declan Rice for like 100 and some million euros, some crazy money, which I'm like, okay, that's fair. That guy's very good. Spend the money on a midfield like that. Great. And I'm like,
I'm gonna keep. Well, I've been saying this for a long time.
He wasn't there last year though, but I'm just saying, like, you know.
Although I do think the midfield is the most important position on the pitch, I don't think any midfielder is worth 100 million. Like, I don't think that that's possible. Like,
I think today's market, I disagree.
Caesar, I love midfielders. Like, I watched the game
for recession.
I watched the game for midfielders, and there's so many good midfielders, but I don't think anybody is 100 million worth.
If I'm running a team, if we're running a team, we're never spending $100 million in midfielder because I believe in coaching. I feel like I can find any midfield talent around the world. Midfielders are a plethora in the world,
right?
And I can turn them into that $100 million player for sure. And someone else can go and spend that money, but it's not going to be from a club I run. I don't need to do that. There's so much talent that I would rather build into that, or even take talent that people don't think is 100 million. I'm like, this is 100 million to me, so I'd rather get that guy. Like, He can do anything your boy can do. Trust me, dog.
Literally. I mean, what a midfielder needs is confidence, and like, you're gonna get the confidence from the manager. The manager's gonna say, "Don't worry about it. Just like do what you got to do. Don't give the ball up in the middle of the park because then I gotta kill you." But like, I don't think that
at this age they should know everything they need to know. At this, we're refining skills. Unless they're like super raw, that's a different project.
But you don't want a raw midfielder. Like,
no, I don't want that guy on my team anyways, unless he's like 15 from like
but you're not playing, you're not starting, and you know what I mean?
No, that's different. But at this point, you should like when you watch some teams sub in, like you watch Man City, they sub a player in. They don't ever sub in a player that I'm gonna go, oh, this is gonna be like this guy's a raw. Like everyone that comes in is dangerous. Like
they know how to, because they've already been coached by Pep. They already been
the full game. Julian comes in. I'm like, this guy is just so dangerous too. They just never stop being dangerous. Well, all these guys have been coached really well.
Even the young dudes, Oscar Bob and like Richard Lewis or whatever,
you
like
can tell they're coached.
They've been coached up.
Yep.
But like at the end of the day, like Declan Rice, I think he's amazing, but
Mhm.
like 100 million, no. Like you can get three midfielders for that, you know. Enzo Fernandez,
I
he's
think
a
a
good
good
player.
price is $35 million transfer. That's a good price.
Right. Enzo Fernandez, he's a good player. Like he's not bad, but it's not like 100. He 100 million worth is like that's
100
insane.
million. I bet you like 100 million. You better have like a foot like Hulk, like where I go, what? Damn.
If you're gonna be 100 million, I feel like I should be able to play you like as a CDM, as a cam, as a
Yeah.
center forward.
That one season, Yaya Toure had like 25 goals and like 15 assists. That's $100 million a year. Okay, you're just doing
Yeah,
everything, dog. You're
yeah,
doing everything.
and like you got to be able to like do step overs on the wing if you're gonna
Yeah.
be like
I want to see Hulk power, Neymar footwork. Okay,
exactly.
yeah, okay. I want to see a Ronaldinho and a Ronaldo mix. Okay, we got 100 million right here, dog. I'll give it
Right.
right now.
But like just a midfielder is like sorry, dude. Like I can't.
Just a straight, solid
Yeah.
fucking Ceballos. No
Like
way.
they want to spend 100 million for you. Shit.
Yeah,
That's
I'd be
great.
like, they want to give 100 million for him. Okay, I got this
Sure.
21-year-old from Azerbaijan. He's gonna do the same thing in a year, but okay.
These are like it's insane. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time with this. We got other matches, but it doesn't make no sense. Like Chelsea spent 100 million for Enzo Fernandez, and I'm just like, you should like if somebody was asking to give you 100 million for him, you should do it right now. Like,
Have you seen Lavia play? Lavia, the little
uh,
Belgian dude.
he was well, he got hurt, right?
Yeah.
Is he
Have
back
you seen
now?
him play before?
I feel like when he was where was he at Southampton?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I saw him like at least once, but he didn't stand out to me, and it's a long time ago.
Okay, I've seen him play. I'm like, I would never spend $100 million on Enzo if that's a guy I can get for 16 or whatever they got, like 16 million transfer.
Right.
I'm like, what is he doing that's earth shattering different than Lobby? It's not about what he is not doing. It's about Enzo playing so much is going to get more opportunities to show you what he can do. With these midfielders, you just put him out there. Gallagher, you just put him out there. Let him play.
Caesar, I've seen Gallagher play. I'm like, dude, he's good. Like,
I'm like, what's the big difference between him and Enzo? What's the big difference?
there's literally
The
not.
other dude was loaned out to Crystal Palace. I watched CP last year. I'm like, this guy's good.
Yeah, he's decent, dude. He's decent, dude.
I
Like,
ain't
what are
spending
you
100
doing?
million on that fool ever. I'm like, what?
I'm just
Why?
like, y'all just like owe each other money and shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, this shit is fake.
Yeah, okay. First half of the season, Bellingham, like, yeah, sure, that guy's going crazy. Sure, he's going crazy. He's going absolutely crazy. He's hustling. Then the second half comes around, you're like, this is why you don't spend 100 million, because he's not going to do 45 goals. If he's going to give me Ronaldo numbers, then throw the whole bank of California at him.
But Caesar, it's also because the position he was playing. There's no center forward. He has license to get up in the box, and most of his goals were like up there. Like he's had a few ones from outside the box, which is like where a midfielder scores, or like a few ones that were like a cross, and he like had
incredible. Some incredible goals.
Yeah, sure. But like a lot of those goals, especially early
inside the box, dirty work, absolute dirty work.
The ball was bouncing around, and he put it in there. You know,
Bellingham, because he's English, gets so much love. Because I'm like, look, I'm just looking at a player who just does some good stuff, has some good ball footwork, makes some space happen. He makes some. It's funny. He looks a little funny when he does it, but he makes that. Yeah. The running, the troglodyte running is very funny to me. Yeah. And the footwork is hilarious. But I'm like, you juke me out because I don't know what's going on there. But he makes garbage goals. He just does the garbage work. That ugly. His jersey's all messed up. He's in a horrible position, trying to kick this ball weird. He's in an ugly spot, but he's just putting in work. And I have nothing. I would never critique him. I'm like, no, dog, what you're doing is great. And I could tell after that post game, he's like, Ancho said that he just lets us play free. I could tell you're very free. Just run around and make stuff happen. That's important. But I'm not throwing $100 million for that, dog.
No.
Hustle is a trait that a lot of people can have. You can find that in scouting.
He's a good player. I mean,
he's a great player. Like, no hate at all.
We'll talk about Real Madrid in a second, but like at the end of the day, someone like Jude Bellingham, it looks like, he was worth $100 million transfer, but he got them goals because there's no center forward. He was put in a position to score those goals.
Yeah,
If
that
you
Barca goal, if he did 10 of those, I'm like,
that's different. But it's like if
whoa.
you told Tony Cruz like play up there and like you don't really have the same responsibilities, he's gonna score goals too, you know?
Absolutely.
But whatever. Let's go right now to your two favorite teams, Barcelona and PSG. The second match, the second leg was interesting.
It
Now,
was.
I truly believe that had not your Brazilian, you said he's Brazilian before, Araujo. He had a Brazilian mistake. His Brazilian
This
sidekick.
motherfucker is a fucking he's a fucking Brazilian,
You're
okay?
supposed to defend your
I
country.
don't care, dog. He's a Brazilian, dog.
Okay.
I know my people. You're not gonna play me. That man is not a that's not a full blood day one to day ancestor. Our Uruguayan, get the hell out of here, dog. I know a Brazilian.
Caesar got vultures outside or something.
Live from Gaza. What the hell? I'm good, dog.
So I truly believe had Ronald Araujo not made that idiotic tackle on Barcola, I really feel like Barcelona was going to win that match. Like it was like in their hands. And then as soon as he got that red card, I was like, there's no way. PSG just has too many athletes. You can't survive with 10 men against PSG. Now, I'll say this. I think Xavi completely did not give his team a chance by leaving Lewandowski in and taking off Lamine Yamal. Because the first thing I said was like, you need legs. When you have 10 players, you need legs. Lewandowski's washed at this point. Like, what do you think he's going to just like score a header on a cross? Like, you need somebody that can run with Barcola, run with Dembele. I'm sorry, run with Dembele, run with Mbappe, like run with Vitinha, who's got legs for days. And you're leaving in Lewandowski. You completely shot yourself in the foot. Leave Rafinha and Yamal on there. Take Lewandowski out and let them be just like up there for counters, which is something Lewandowski cannot do. But Xavi's an idiot. I think he showed it. Like, you can't do anything about Araujo getting a red card early, but you got to have your players like when PSG, like back in the day, when PSG would go down to like get a red card, they take Cavani out right now. Like, we're taking Cavani out. Like, you can't do center forward stuff no more. Like, that's done now, you know? You need your fast players that can run up and down with their fast players. And I think Xavi showed why he's not an elite coach. And Araujo did not do Barcelona any favors because I really feel like they had that game in their hands. They had already scored, but yeah.
You know, I've been watching the beef between Araujo and Gundogan in the media. They're beefing.
I'm totally on Gundogan's side.
I'm a million on Gundogan's side. The second time Gundogan has talked on his own, the amount of respect I have for this man is crazy. Like, that's a real captain, a real Man City captain.
You remember the first thing he said?
Yes.
When he says, like, we're losing and nobody cares?
Yes. Which I 1,000,000% believe him. A million.
Right.
This team plays, and you can tell too, so many of these high-profile names they signed, players, vets, experienced players, are riding bench to the max. Oh, for fucking 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds, and that shit is really cute, right? Oh, good job. This player played really good against fucking Las Palmas. A high five, bro. Great job. Okay, but what's the real deal? Is any of them putting in 15 goals? Any of them shutting shit down? No. That one kid had a great performance last game. Good job. Great job. I'm sorry. You've told me that Araujo is a captain? I'm sorry. I would lay into the same way if Militao did something like that. I'm like, dog, what are you doing? Like, this is if I'm him, I'm just gonna stay quiet because at the end of the day, my actions is what led to my team being compromised. You didn't get a yellow card, and then they got a penalty, and then they scored, because then you could dispute, right? Oh, well, it's a yellow. I mean, it was a foul. Who knows if it was really a foul? Motherfucker, anybody who watches that replay, like, does he think we're all dumb? We all see the replay. What the fuck are you doing?
Xavi said it. I think Xavi said it should have been a penalty. I mean, I'm sorry, it shouldn't have been a foul. It should have been a red card.
Yeah. What are you doing, dog? This is a play you make when you're a bonehead teenager. I expect that 16-year-old to do that shit. I'm so mad that 16-year-old didn't do it. And at the end, what was that going on? Did you see that part when like they called it? He was, I don't know, it was like pointing or something. Like,
well, no, I think he was trying to say it wasn't because initially the ref called a penalty, but he was saying no, it wasn't in the box. Which like the replay showed no, it wasn't in the box.
If you watch the replay, Kurubasi or whatever his name is like pointing to himself. And Aldo was pointing at him.
That was weird. I'm like,
oh my god, y'all trying to finesse us, motherfucker? I might send you to jail, dog. Are you trying to scam me?
Yeah, that was weird.
You trying to gaslight me? Because I was sitting there, I'm like, they better show us replay because I'm gonna be mad if this motherfucker's trying to say that. Are you trying to pin the yellow on him?
Caesar,
what's going on here, buddy? What are you scheming?
I feel like either like because that's too crazy. If he was trying to say no, it was Whitey.
That shit is he steroid brained? He might be steroid brained.
Maybe Kubarsi knows Italian or he knows English. Like because maybe he knows English and he's trying to like, hey, talk to him.
Italian.
The ref's Italian and he speaks English for sure. Like maybe he's saying no, talk to him because I don't speak English.
I hope so. I really hope that's the reason. Oh, looking weird. I'm like,
yeah, because I'm like,
what you doing, dog? Also, gave me. I don't want to say it. I'm not gonna say it on stream, but I'm just gonna say really uncomfortable how long it took them to get off the field. I was uncomfortable.
Wait, Caesar, you can say it on We Made It. You can't say it on Power Report.
He gives me.
You can say it here.
Are you sure?
This is still Shadow Bam.
He gives me beater energy, dog.
Oh, that's not that bad.
When he didn't want to get off the field, when he got the ready center with that fucking look, like it looked like he had that look like I want someone to do something so I could blow this spot up. He had that look like someone touch me, please, so I can just go buck wild. Like this, like
okay.
I was like, are you gonna listen to authority and get off the field? And he's like, I'm like, get off the field.
Seriously, dude. Seriously.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Go to the locker room. I didn't want to see your goddamn face at halftime. Well, I don't want to see your face. No. Grab a t-shirt, take a shower, go to the stands and sit. I don't want to see you on the field because these are moments where you need to highlight to a player that you did not use your head. You only acted out of probably anger, frustration of getting beat on the line, and you threw it. You didn't even give your goalie an opportunity. Like the goalie doesn't even get an opportunity to show himself.
And that's the thing, and that's what Gundogan said. Like Gundogan is like the goalie could have got to the ball or could have saved
fast break. The goalie can cheat up and make it uncomfortable.
Right, like
is Barcola a 27-goal beater? Right. What is not Mbappe? Like, what are we doing, dog?
Like, give your team a chance. When you foul in a situation like that, you're not giving your team a chance, and you're letting
a bad foul.
You're letting your team down. Like, I would much rather you feel like you're getting beat, just completely give up, dude. Like, and maybe you can kick the rebound out. Like, he just such a bonehead play. And this is what I'm talking about center backs. Like Ronald Araujo is like a good center back.
He's revered as a center back.
You know?
A high talent.
And it's like
I think I've seen a little bit of this from him, like where it's like he seems a lot more on the physical end than like defensive end. Like it's all about physicality with him more than it is about like the times I've seen him lock down Vinny, I'm like, you just out physicaled him. Like you just got physical with him. Like you pressed him hard, but there's going to be a time when Vinny does some saucy stuff. And that's what the finesse is, what beats physical every time. So he's going to do that. And then you're going to get exposed.
Them times you got to use your brain.
Yes. That's what I'm saying, you get into position. That's why, as a defender, I can out physical anybody all day, but if I use my brain and become I get in the right position, you don't get exposed like this.
Yeah, and if
this is probably a position problem too, because you can probably beat anybody in the street race in that team. What are we talking about?
Well, no, I think that's what happened. Like he's whatever. Because I feel like basically all the center backs are the same. Like obviously Rudiger's performing on a high clip right now, but Rudiger got coached up by Nacho, so like it's whatever.
Okay.
but
I love Rudiger. I don't want to hear no. I love him.
but back to Barcelona PSG. Araujo just completely destroyed. And like after that,
He
it
did.
was like it was like there's no point because
No.
PSG's gonna win now. Like,
Dog,
there's no chance.
I hate Barcelona. I almost felt bad. Like when I saw that, I was like, that's just really whack because it's not fair now. Like
You
it's
want
just
to see
not
a good
fair.
match.
Like
You
it's
want to
just
see
not
a good
fair.
match, dude. You want to see
I
a
would
good
rather
match.
him give up that goal and give your opportunity with 11 people to come back. Even worst case scenario, Barcola scores, but it's not the 120th minute. It's the beginning of the fucking game.
And you're still up.
Dog, now we all got to run way harder. We got to track back. And then another example, which I think even the Araujo, I'm going to blame Xavi for that too, because I'm sorry. With good coaching, your players don't make these decisions. I'm sorry. Another reason why Xavi's a dog shit coach. I'm sorry. I think he's a horrible coach. Subbing out Yamal.
Yeah.
Subbing out your 16-year-old legs.
Yeah.
Subbing him out that early. I'm like, that's the last guy I'm thinking about subbing out. Well, I'll sub out Lewa first. I'm sorry. I know you're not gonna, but I'm not subbing out him.
I'm almost wondering if you heard me say this already.
No.
Or if you were not listening when I was just saying this.
Yeah. I'm just
8 minutes ago.
And I saw your tweet too. Because I felt the same way as you. That shit is crazy to me.
No, it's insane. Like that's throwing. Like I don't know.
That's throwing.
You're an idiot. You're throwing. Dude.
You're absolutely throwing. Now I'm thinking you're with Tonali doing betting lines. If this is what's going on, we're doing betting lines now.
These are if we're playing like 8-on-8 like at Yorba Linda and it's like more organized, and if our team got a red card, like and me and you are on this, like our team got a red card, who are we taking out? Point at who are we taking out if our team got a red card? Exactly. Not because you're not good, it's because you're not the runner. Like you're not a runner.
I've literally been in games where I get subbed. I understand that.
Yeah, but
get the legs out there. Get the legs out there. You gotta
walk
it down in the back end.
Right. Like, and it's not like taking Loa out is not an insult to him when there's a red card. He's 34 and he can take he's getting washed.
Dog, we're gonna sit back. We're gonna sit back. We're gonna take one of the top players. Take the sub from Lewa, stick him on the back line. Have 5 in the back, 3 in the mid, 2 up top, and we're just gonna be chucking that. We're gonna be chucking that shit up on a counterattack.
Literally,
just like the Real game where it looked like 850 people are in the box. That's what we're gonna do because we're down a man, dog.
Right.
Sorry, Lewa, you're a guy where I need to have the whole system running for you to have opportunity to score. We're down a man, buddy. We're on DEFCON 9. We're trying to figure it out. And all I want is young dudes. And then if Yamal got tired, I'd be like, great, Felix, get in the game, go out there, run around, dog. We're getting all the dudes to run. We're not doing this we're keeping Lewa on. And then we just lost one of our fastest defensive line guys. And what, Christensen is our dude? What are we talking about, dog?
Insane.
I don't get it. That's why Sergio Roberto's come on. You don't put that old dude in the game. This is a game of legs now.
You know what? Going back,
that's where I think coaching. That's why I agree with him. Like, that's where I think you're not really a good coach because that stuff is you're supposed to make those decisions on a fly and be able to adjust. Right. I'm sorry, that's the difference between a coach and elite level coaching where you know what to do in that situation.
Caesar, if I'm Xavi and I'm right, we got the red card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like Araujo, just get out of my face. I'm gonna be like Lewa, come on. If he comes off the pitch and is mad at me, wallahi, I'm squaring up.
Yeah.
If Lewa comes out and he's mad, I'm gonna be like, we're shooting it right now, right here. If you're mad, then I'm not keeping you on the pitch when we're down a man.
Yeah, or dead ass. You want a halftime run the hands? Dead ass. No, okay.
We're gonna fight right now on
the field,
right here. Like you're mad. Okay, yeah, maybe we can go in the back so nobody sees it.
What if he walked off and he just starts kicking chairs and shit? Ooh,
I'm gonna go water bottles. We're gonna go in the back and we're gonna fight. if you're mad, we're
Pushes
gonna
the
fight.
physio. What?
We're gonna pack you out right
We're
now.
jumping you down.
Because you better not be mad. You better not be mad. You better be. If you're mad, go be mad at Araujo. He's the reason you're coming out.
Yeah, for real.
And
I
be,
think that like that's how I know Ilkay's a real captain. He wasn't. His comments weren't talking about. My favorite comment he said was that after that we didn't really have a chance. Like you took our chance away. Like that's what it's about. Soccer in its fundamental core. It's not about who has the best players. It's about chances, right? And when you cripple a team by having one less person, and it's by your own team's admission, your own mistake, you've significantly affected your chances. And that's a team that's going to make it happen. Like they're going to make it happen. I'm sorry. If one thing we know PSG's going to do, they got motherfucking runners on that team. And they're just going to keep, they're subbing in Colo, who is, goddamn, I cannot stand watching him in a winger. I can't stand watching anymore. But the guy has legs, dog.
yes.
Think of Gonzalo on the bitch drinking like a Slurpee, ready to run around, even though he's not a speedster. They got legs, dog. Barcola, he's going to make you run all week. It's so annoying.
You can barely do anything with Mbappe when you have all your players.
Yeah.
You lose one, you cannot do anything with Mbappe.
Did you see the game? Like at some point, they would have like 3 up there, 4 up there, just on the line, sitting on that shit. I'm like, that's just, you're just gonna get throttled, dog. They're just waiting. They're like racehorses, dude.
Literally. So
yeah, Barcelona, bad coaching, bad end. Another classic way of Barcelona to go out, just like just a shame. Like not what you expect from one of the most esteemed clubs in the world. That's the last thing you kind of expect to be happening.
And let's just say this right now while we're talking about Barcelona, because I was going to potentially save it, but Barcelona have been fined by UEFA because their fans were being racist. Actually,
what a shock!
And you know what?
They don't really like to talk about Catalonian teams, Catalan clubs doing that too, and it's happened because it's happened with Catalan clubs being racist. And they don't like talking about it because it's Barcelona, they're big time, but they want to talk about a Valencia, that's easy. But I'm like, dog, it happens at Barcelona games too, G. I'm telling you.
And it's really a shame because, you know, there's teams in the world, Real Madrid, like let's just say like you're big teams in the world. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man U,
Man City.
I guess now, like Man City don't even count.
They're a big dog.
They're a big club, but they like barely have fans. But like, I'll say like the Milan clubs,
Ajax,
like the team. Okay, you know what? Let's just keep it to them 3.
Okay,
Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man U. Like these are the biggest teams in the world
for sure.
Your fans really got to be a representative of your club. Like. There should be one, like if I'm the Real Madrid or Man U or Barcelona, like president,
yeah. If
I hear about,
I'm here.
Happy name. If I hear about my fans being racist, I'm literally coming out with the speaker, like at the stadium. I'll say, Wallahi will close this stadium for the rest of the season. If I ever, like, if y'all do one racist thing, we'll close the stadium for the season. We're going to be paid regardless. We don't need y'all here to have money. Because you're, like, at a whole nother level, dude. Like, this ain't Calgary or...
you're a global brand.
You're, like, really, like, universal. Like, this isn't, like, Millwall or whatever, you know, or Nantes or something. This is Man U, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and let's just say Barcelona. Like, you can't have racist fans.
It's really super unacceptable.
Like the Lakers can't have racist fans.
This ain't no Lazio shit, dog. This is real ass. This is real ass Barcelona. Like you're literally. I went on Spotify the other day. It says Barca Day. I'm like, what are Jesus? Like Barca Day? Like. This is like there's real marketing money and like international acclaim attached to this right now. Okay.
Yes.
Honestly, let's keep it real. They even do this spot. They do these players, the spots, these artist names. If I'm an artist, like don't be out here being a club doing monkey chants and you got my album on a shirt. Like That's the kind of stuff that will start creating stigmas and associations, and that'll tear your club out apart in the long run.
Yeah,
That you
it's
can't
just
be having it. And I think that'd
unacceptable.
be great. Get on that, microphone, be like, hey, y'all start playing around like that. There won't be many games for you to watch. You better enjoy. You better get some ESPN Plus because you're not going to be coming here.
Literally, I would literally be like,
Yeah.
because they're getting fined 32,000 euros. Obviously, it's not a lot,
Cute.
but like, and I'm sure it was just
No
a
one gives
small,
a fuck about the fine too.
and I'm sure it was a small amount of fans like by the PSG bus. I don't know if they were doing monkey chants. I don't know what they were saying. I know they were saying "Die Vinicius Junior, die," which I'm totally fine with that. But whatever else they were saying to PSG fans or players, I think it was outside the stadium. As a club, you got to be like, we will not have no fans in here. We will literally just ship fans from China and just have them come to the matches. If y'all are going to be in here being racist, dude, that's unacceptable because we're Barcelona, dude. Like this is the club of Messi. Like the biggest player in the world, arguably. Everybody wants to say he's the best player in the ever, and like the biggest, like arguably, obviously, but like basically the biggest club in the world. You've had the biggest player in the world ever. Y'all can't be doing the same shit Lazio and freaking like whatever does. If you want to be racist, go to Lazio. Like go to them matches or go to Espanyol games. Like, yeah, they were Monkey Chen and Yaki Williams. That's what they're supposed to do. They're trash. They're trash people. We're Barcelona. Like, we got to have class, just like a Man U or a Real Madrid. And there's other clubs in that league too, or at least they should be. Maybe they're not. But like, even if you're like the best club in your league, like if you're PSG or Bayern or something, you gotta be like, yeah, no, we don't. That's for them teams down there, dude. Like, we can't do that.
It can't be like that, dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're the best.
I've watched a lot of Barcelona in my life. I've watched games, cheering them on, dead ass cheering them on. Like this is a club with massive history. Also, massive history of players of all backgrounds. Like they've had some of the greatest players who were black. Like in history, they've had so it's like you can't be doing that. Like your own club has benefited incredible success from players of Africa, South American origin. All black players have played there. Like we can't be doing that. Yeah, unless you want to just have a team full of Cruises, then you can't do that.
It won't be a happy nation.
No, it will not be living in a happy nation. I don't think you know shit at all.
Well, so PSG won. And let's finally get to the match that you watched on pins and needles. Real Madrid versus Man City. The second leg was in Manchester. It was hard to watch. I was not going for Man City, but I wasn't really like stressed about it either. Like, there's no matches that I'm stressed about ever anymore, and I'm happy about that for myself. And I don't envy you or the homie Alex. But I thought that Real Madrid had it, then KDB scored, and there was a point where I was like, man, Manchester City is about to score and win this. And when they didn't, I really once Bernardo Silva did his investigatable penalty, I was like, okay, no more Real Madrid players are gonna miss a penalty. Like after that, I was like, okay, y'all got it. Like nobody, like Nacho is definitely not gonna miss a penalty. Like now when Rudiger stepped up, I was kind of like,
no, I was like, happy nation, living in a happy nation.
when Rudiger, like
that's my soldier, dog. I close my eyes. That's my dog.
When Rudiger went fifth too, I'm like, Rudiger probably makes like every single penalty in practice then, because
he does.
He like this fool has to, because he's
the Chelsea one too. Remember the one that had the PK that beat us too, or beat Man City. I think he's been on the PK list before. He's pretty good apparently.
I'm just like, he went fifth like a straight goon. Now he did hit the bar. He hit
who went fourth though?
Nacho, what?
Big
Right?
Nacho. Our center backs be doing them BKs, dog.
Nacho's penalty was gorgeous, by the way.
It was like a strike. He's really a striker, dog. He's so good. He did a little side dip too. I was like, ooh. That's how you know you put that good foot on there. When you do that little dip to the side after, I'm like, oh.
I'm like, okay, like curled that shit. I was like, ooh,
Modric,
happy.
I was like,
who?
Modric, I'm like, them hips are gone, baby. Them hips are so. I love him so much. It's like watching my uncle like struggle a little bit.
I don't think his hips are gone.
I think his hips are gone, dog. I think his hips are gone.
I don't think so.
I watched a couple plays. I'm like,
nah, he still got it. He don't got it for the whole match. He don't got it for the
whole match. Why do you think Ancelotti offered him a coaching position? It's not because he's an esteemed midfielder still. Okay, no disrespect. No disrespect to Mod. No disrespect to Mod Man, okay?
He's not 90 minutes. No, he can't do that anymore. And neither can Cruz. But like together, them coming back in for each other, I think they
I don't mind him subbing. That's adorable.
Yeah.
This man did 3 years in a row of like a World Cup late run, a Real Madrid comeback, OT every single game run. That don't think that was nothing. That takes part of your soul away. You give everything you got for those 3 years runs. He went deep in that World Cup. It's a lot, dog. You know, big respect. He won the Ballon. Like that's incredible.
He's a baller.
He did it all. He won Champions League. He's a legend. But it's time to start coaching, Big G. Love you, but a lot of midfielders out there in the world. You need some young guys out there. You know, I don't really want to see you getting time over like a champion or Camavinga. So let's get you over in the coach bench, dog.
I'll say
I think he'd be a great coach. He speaks 5 languages.
Yeah. I'll say this.
And he's ghetto.
I saw, and he's hideous.
Did you see him punch Rudiger? It was so funny, dog. He's such a ratchet monster. I love him.
I saw some of somebody, I think it was like Craig Burley, whoever it was on ESPN FC talking about, no, actually it was Thierry Henry. I guess they just felt like they had to have something to say about Real Madrid positively. And he was just
hard. It hurts the soul.
He was just like, well, you know, Real Madrid's defense, the defense was incredible. And I'm like, look, dude, they pulled it out, but like Man City had chances, homie. Like Man City had dead chances that just didn't go in. I don't think like Real Madrid obviously like didn't leak for real, but like it wasn't like they did anything different than City. Like you could say the same thing about City's defense. It was 1-1 at the end, and it just really went down to penalties. Like both teams are good. They just stalemated each other, and then it goes into penalties, and one is living in a happy nation and the other one isn't. Like,
yeah, if I'm Man City, I'm really thinking about why we couldn't make it happen on offense. You had a lot of opportunities. You got to really, if I'm really Holland, I'm really kind of looking at, I think teams, especially like honestly, Real Madrid, like when he plays against Real Madrid, they just, they know what to do. They know how to lock it down. Rudiger, I think Rudiger loves playing against him too.
But Caesar actually,
and Nacho balled out too on him.
This match, it was Nacho on him. But it was more Nacho on him.
When it's like, when like some people are really good, and then but when you're a team that got tape on a guy, you're like, I got tape on that. I know what he does every time. The way Man City plays, a lot of really good players can like disappear in that offense. Like, just that's the downfall of a nearly perfect system that Pep runs, is that your forward somehow magically disappear sometimes because of so much side movement and all this. As a center forward, I would actually low-key hate playing there. It seems miserable. It seems miserable as a center forward, which is already a miserable position to play. Like, you're not making it more fun.
It's hard to say that because he scored 50 goals last year.
He did. And I'm not even approaching this like these bozos talking about his skill set, which is just crazy to me. I'm like, I don't want y'all doing this, especially after a 3-peat year. Like, keep my name at your mouth, okay? Even what the hell the former Man U guy that loves call him a League 2 fundamentals. I'm like, show me how many 3-peats you got, Big Genie Streets. I want to see what you did, because you're a legend. That's great, but like, did you put Fitty in there? You were a center defensive mid. You were a center defensive mid. Don't come talking to me about how to score a goal because you don't know dog shit. All right, I scored 50 of them hoes last year.
and
Holland
Gabe
only
kept
says
his
that.
treble.
Holland only says that in the club in Iceland, and that's fine. Anyways, so but you have a lot of talent. Foden, Julian Alvarez came in with all the sauce in the whole world. I was mortified. He was running around. I was like, It was the worst game to watch. I had a horrible time. I did not have fun. It was not fun. Like Mufasa said in chat, oh, you have confidence. No, I'm not confident my team's going to win. I'm
We were
having a
trolling
bad
you.
time.
We were trolling you.
Yeah, I was having a very bad time. And Alex was too. Even when Alex tweeted, oh, like they're playing like Atleti, I was like, yes, this is hell. Like, this is my hell. And then when I saw Vasquez come in, I'm like, you're just trying to make me like end myself by having Lucas Vasquez come off the bench. I'm gonna end it all
For Vinny.
for Vinny. When I saw Vinny's getting subbed out, I was like, I better see a hole or his kneecap better be on his ankle because you're staying on that fucking field. Okay. Whatever. Lucas Vasquez came in, scored a dirty penalty, Goon Goblin penalty, scored 2. Real Madrid has a lot of experience. I think they drill a lot of penalties. They're very confident. I think they're coached very well into penalty situations too. Like they know that it's just being calm. Everybody approaches them very calmly. And even when the Modric save that happened, the Modric save, he didn't miss it. He got saved. Look at his approach. These dumbass English terrible commentators are talking about it's a terrible penalty approach. I 100% disagree. Every penalty looks terrible when it's saved. That's not what it's about. He approached it calmly. That's how you're supposed to approach your penalty.
Right.
You don't come in there gushing with speed. You come in there slow because the slower you are, the more stressed the goalie is on where to jump.
And
it's all about giving the coach, the goalie anxiety. He's sitting there. What motherfucker takes so long? Like, you're Modric, I think he took a great penalty. Just didn't go the direction you wanted. It's okay, dog. Hips look kind of shot though. But yeah, they won it on 2 center back scoring. Man City, I was watching that game thinking that pretty much Real Madrid can lose this. It's fine. This is a fantastic team. To win that, incredible. Militao still looks a little flimsy. I think he'll come back a little too early. I would just ease up, big dog. Honestly, if he took the year off, I think it'd be great. I think that I know he wants to be out there. He's a fiery competitor. I actually missed him. I was like, oh, I really missed this guy. Seeing him was like made me a little emotional. But when I'm watching him run around, I'm like, you look like me a couple weeks ago when I was trying to play on my knee. It's just not. It's not really there, dog. It's not there. Just wait. Trust me. Ask Bam, anybody. Give your body time. You're gonna get an off season. Just let it roll, dog. They're gonna play Euros. You'll come back in great shape. Probably 2 more baby mamas and more drama in Brazil. It'll be great, dog. Just give yourself time. Give your body time because you have a career ahead of you. The team's doing great. Just give yourself time, dog.
The thing about Militao, he's a big body. He's top heavy.
He needs to have good knees, good legs for this. His body, his game is predicated on it. He's all about athleticism too. So you need that, dog.
And the thing is, he's got long legs. Mm-hmm. So like you have a long stride. You need to not be so top heavy. And I think that it's going to be hard to really like get that going in the season, because during the season,
ligaments are funny especially with taller guys. Ligaments can really affect your game. I think shorter, lower to the gravity stance players can get away.
And less weight.
They're able to maneuver weight easier or shift weight around to compromise for a knee or ankle. But when you're taller, it's like too much of it goes on in your weight, your muscles, your bones. It's too much. Just give yourself time, dog. It's okay. Like, it's okay. They'll figure it out. Give yourself time, G.
While you're when you're training with the team, you're doing ball work. What he needs to do is like get out there and run. You got to
run around.
Get your quick twitch muscles back up.
You know what I think is good that Vinny did after his injury? He had that knee problem too. I thought it was really good that he was playing a lot of sand soccer. I thought that was great. I watched the video train. They were doing drills in the sand. I'm like, that's really good. Like that's what Militao should focus on. Work on the sand, barefoot. Don't wear cleats. Just get out there, get your knees, your body getting used to your own strength. It takes time, and that's why I'm happy Alaba's not going to Euros after his ACL. Take your time, y'all. Like, trust me, it's better for you.
I forgot about him.
Me
But
too.
yeah, Real Madrid pulled it out.
3 ACLs in 1 year.
Yes,
It's crazy.
to end up in the semifinals.
Lunin, big shout out to Lunin too. Big Lunin shout out,
He
dog.
did great
Stepped
for
up.
you.
Fuck Kepa, even though real Basque legend, but fuck Kepa.
I don't love that.
I don't. Kepa has this haircut that makes me uncomfortable. He gives me right wing commentator haircut, and it irks me a lot. That's just a haircut.
I like Kepa. I
Me
think
too.
he's a good goalie, and I think he's cute. That's why too.
I don't like his haircut. I think he has a Nazi haircut, and it bothers me.
What?
I'm sorry, dog. Have you
You
seen
never
it? It
got
makes
the
me
haircut, and he's
uncomfortable.
a cutie.
I don't know. I got to see what kind of content he enjoys. It makes me uncomfortable.
Well,
But he is a Basque a legend in the street, so I give him.
Yeah,
I'll give him
I don't love like I'm wondering where this is coming from.
I
dude.
saw a picture of him at an NBA game. I'm like, I don't know what's up with that, dog. And it was going on with the haircut.
I don't love him being at an NBA game. Like, you actually speak English, dog. Like, stop it. He might.
Although he did go to the game with Tuchemi, I thought it was adorable. I was like, oh,
okay. And you think he's a Nazi, really?
No, but I saw the haircut. It made me uncomfortable.
And you also be saying Chouamani's name wrong every time.
How is it?
It's Chouamani. You be saying Tuachemi.
Chouamani?
Chouamani, yes. Chewy.
What the fuck, dude?
You're a racist. Don't be racist. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we got the semifinals coming up at the end of the month. Bayern versus Real Madrid, and PSG seemingly get a good tie with BVB.
Wow.
You know, we'll see.
This is the weirdest European tournament system ever. I think the Conference League looks better than the Europa League. Look at the Conference League teams versus the Europa League teams. The Conference League looks better.
Okay. So the
Conference League got some low key banger teams in there. I want to watch.
Okay, Europa League semifinals is Marseille versus Atalanta and Roma versus Leverkusen. I kind of like that. Let me see the UEC.
Roma, you like Roma?
Caesar, what are you
dog, look at the bangers on Europa League. Look at the bangers on Europa League.
Caesar, Europa Conference League is Aston Villa versus Olympiacos.
Ooh, I love that. Ooh, I love me a good random dookie team going on. That's the shit I like to see.
Caesar, the other semifinals, Fiorentina versus Club Bruges.
Ooh, banger. That's a banger. My boy Nusa's on there. They got Big Canada, 2 Canadian players on Bruges, dog. Big Canada representing on Bruges, dog. I'm Conference League on this one. I don't want to see no fucking Roma game with racist Daniela De Rossi coaching. I'm okay.
The crazy thing is that we only have one English team left in all of Europe, and it's in Europa Conference League.
We're back, baby. We're fucking back. Well, and the BVB game is like that's Europa League to the T right there. BVB PSG feels very Europa League or group stage, like Alex said.
I feel like and we only have one Spanish team. We're just the only Spanish team left.
Represent. Athletic balling that is the funniest shit ever. That's so funny. Athletic losing that is so funny. Like,
right?
Oh, that's so funny. Athletic and Barcelona just really be stepping on their own laces.
The league with the most representatives left is Germany. They got BVB, Bayern, and Leverkusen.
Which is interesting. I really sucks that Leverkusen's not in Champions League. I wish I could see them in Champions League, but dope. If after what they already did is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in history in a long time. Right. To get that after 12 in a row or 11 in a row that Bayern won, Leverkusen doing that undefeated is remarkable. Like,
insane.
You're going to go up there with that FC Porto team that Mourinho ran with undefeated and won Champions League. That's remarkable. Like, you're already in a year where we're going to see, Xabi's already hitting himself in elite levels. Remarkable. And I think that's the proper journey for a coach. Like, his journey is the right way it should be done. Like, he was an assistant, then he got a premier job, he got a top level job, then he got a Leverkusen job. Like, that's how, and he took a team that was about to get relegated, moved him up. That's the do it, not the Pirlo way we thought to do it at Juve. Like, no, dog, that's the way to get a coach going. Start with younger guys, and I heard he might even stay too, which is huge. That's
I'm hearing that he's going to stay. Actually,
if he stays, to me, that even sounds more of like a real coach to me, because you know how it is. Like, the most realist thing we remember from a good coach is not like a lot of their accomplishments. It's a lot of times things they talk about in the locker room or like promises made. It's like he might have said something to players like, yo, like, we get this shit done dead ass, I'll be back here with y'all next year. Let's go. Like,
right.
And you remember that shit. That shit's real.
Yeah. He only coached at Real Sociedad B.
Yeah.
Before
Which
he
is
went to Leverkusen.
once again, I love that. That's great.
Yeah. Now, as a now I am big Athletic Club Bilbao, but it's all good. He's still
Yeah,
Basque.
it's still
He's
Basque.
still Basque, and he's
Even
still the
though
homie.
they're like Hollywood Basque, it's a little bit different. They're like Hollywood Basque because they be having like Japanese and Nigerians on there. That's different. They're Hollywood Basque, but I respect it.
And you're like, I don't like you being like Royal Sociedad. Like I thought this is Basque country. You're like a royal team. Like I thought we were against the king
You
over
know what?
here.
That's a fantastic point, and I'm actually with that even more. That's why that
Yeah.
makes me fuck with Bilbao a million times better than Sociedad.
Yeah, because all the like reality, that's like the
Yeah,
royal.
don't be saying royal. So don't be doing that, dog. Don't be
Yeah,
doing
it's like
that.
that's like you have a
We're not pro monarchy here, homie.
yeah, you're supposed to be Basque. You're against them.
We're
They
trying to get our
colonized you.
fucking land back.
Yeah, exactly. They literally colonized you. Their logo has
We're trying to storm the Capitol and this shit, dude.
they literally have a crown on their logo. Dude. It's like what?
Nah,
Yeah,
dog. But they're just straight athletic club, dog.
yeah, they're like, yeah, we don't fuck with that king over here.
No,
But I think Real Sociedad is in San Sebastian, I think. And whereas well, yeah, they're in San Sebastian, whereas what's the name is in Bilbao. And I feel like San Sebastian is kind of cooler than Bilbao ultimately.
I agree with that.
But like whatever.
I feel like I'd have a lot funner time in San Sebastian than Bilbao.
You know what? Okay.
We don't really know for real though.
Okay, I think San Sebastian got the better food, but
isn't Bilbao like a river town?
Bilbao has the Guggenheim, which looks really cool. But
Let
me say this. Bad Lefty said this is a Republican podcast. God damn it, because you talk about. let me say this. Actually, I'm gonna give like the goonery to Bilbao because San Sebastian. That's like Saint Sebastian. Ooh. You're doing it for the Catholics. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of royalty. I mean, that's probably why they got the Real name. It's a lot to do with Catholicism and like oligarchs. I don't like that.
They're cooning.
It seem like I don't know.
Bilbao is
also low key. They're making a lot of signings of players that were like replaced war refugees that have moved to Bilbao and they're signing them. I'm like, I love that. That's really dope. It seems like a club that's very much about for its people, and that means anybody that's there is their people. I respect that because there's a line, right? If it was a line where it was like, oh well, we're not getting this dude, he just moved or whatever. No, it's like you live there, you're one of us, dead ass. Come here, like I love that.
Now I'm wondering if it's racist there. I would like to go, but I just still don't know if it's racist in the streets.
I be seeing Nico shirtless there. It might not be racist. Okay. If he's able to be shirtless like that on the street, when it's racist, they be making you cover up and shit when you're black. If you're shirtless out there, it's all good. It might be all good.
Also, Iñaki, I don't know if he's still with her. I haven't looked at his Instagram in a long time, but his girlfriend was, or maybe is, well, I don't know if she's still doing it now, but she was a cheerleader for the Athletic Club Bilbao basketball team.
Oh, that's fucking cool, dog. Oh, that's if I'm going to Spain, soccer's great. I want to go to a Bilbao basketball game, dog.
And see the cheerleaders.
Yes, dog. Y'all got cheerleaders in this shit? I might move in this bitch.
And she's whiter than hell. She
love that. Great.
So, like, maybe it's not racist, but you never know. So it's still Spain.
This is very random. I don't give a fuck. We're already an hour and you already stole me for too long. My favorite video is there's a video of Nico eating Ghanaian food, right? Or is it Ghanaian? You're Ghanaian, right? Ghanaian food. It's like fupu or fufu. I forgot what it's called. The hand one.
Okay, but is it like the bread thing or no?
Yeah, you know what? They have they do the bread and it's like not fully risen, but it's like
right. It's like chewy looking.
Yeah, and they like mix it with the plate. They use it as like a spoon kind. I get it. It's like a less grainy version of farofa in Brazil.
Did you say like those people do that? What'd you say?
Ghanaian people do that. Nice try. In the video, Iñaki is like making jokes with his mom, like, "Oh, like get that real food, eat that real food," and his mom in Spanish is like, "That's the food that's." This is before the last game. The mom is like, "That's that food that when you that's the championship that champions eat food or whatever it's called. Champions eat that shit." In Spanish, like that's really cool. I love this shit, dog. Like they're dead ass happy and looks like they live a very comfortable life with their culture, along with representing bat. I think that's fantastic. I love that.
It's dope, and it's always fuck Luis Enrique forever because you were supposed to call up Iñaki Williams, you bitch.
Yeah, no, that
No.
that 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 I you dead ass like it's I know it does suck to even see. It is us even watching Yaki
Yes,
Williams.
I don't want to see
Yeah,
him playing for Ghana.
it
Fuck
does
that.
suck.
You should be
I'm
playing
like
for Spain.
y'all don't understand or appreciate. This is a man who's dead ass to me. If they had it, he's a Basque Hall of Famer. Like this is a Hall of Famer. This is a certified Hall of Famer. I'm sorry, Ghana. Once again, no disrespect. You don't know fucking dog
All
shit
disrespect.
about this
All
legend. This
disrespect.
man is a legend of La Liga, an absolute legend. Whole career, he's the Cal Ripken Jr. of La Liga. Okay, these
1,000.
motherfuckers don't come around very often. It's a Cal Ripken Jr. of La Liga. Is Iñaki Williams.
So I wonder if Caesar remembers when I said that. I wonder if you
I
remember
do
that.
remember you saying that. Yes,
Okay, because you acting like it's your joke.
because I laughed at it.
Nah, because you saying it like you thought of it. You've been
Okay,
stealing.
ode to Bam. He's the
Thank
Cal
you.
Ripken Jr. of La Liga.
Well, because I put him with the
The
Baltimore
Oreo,
Orioles
yeah,
hat.
it's a legend. Yeah, we said that when he was on his run. I'm sorry, you said that on the run.
Well, we both talked about because I was like, I can't remember who was the guy. But yeah, I don't know how we got on. We were talking about Xabi Alonso. I'm pretty sure he is staying at Leverkusen. Let's hope they can repeat their success.
Yeah, I want to. I think it's good for the German league. It's good. You need that.
It's been very good because they're winning this league without any star players.
No, they got like fullbacks with 20 goals, and it makes me really confused.
And and I'm excited for him. And it's really cute to see his videos in practice because he's solid. I actually love him.
He'd be getting cracking, dog. He'd be destroying some of these dudes out there. Like,
oh yeah,
he probably like, man, you fucking suck. He's just doing moves and shit.
He could probably still play.
He never start if I played.
Like, right. Okay, we might as well do these last two stories since we're already here. Honestly, we might as well. Bastian Schweinsteiger, I should have sent you this article actually. Bastian Schweinsteiger came out and talked about how Jose Mourinho was treating him in his last season at Man U. And I was reading this, I was like, Doc, yo, dude, like, I really don't like Jose Mourinho. Like, this dude is a fucking punk, dude.
Jose Mourinho, everyone loves to throttle this dude's nuts in their mouth about him all the time.
Oh no.
But every fucking team, it's like he's like a little bully. He's a bully.
He's an
absolute bully. And I'm a team first guy. So you treat 1 through 22 the same. He always gets like one dude on the team and he treats that guy like dog shit or he exposes him. I'm pretty sure he's probably the reason why Ali was out here doing speed and stuff or inhaling balloons. It's probably because of Jose Mourinho, dog. Like, okay, that shit is crazy.
Let me tell you what happened. So he was saying that he was like, I was very sad because United was the second club in my heart after Bayern, obviously. He said, I gave a lot when I played as well, so that's why I was sad, but I'm not the type of person to go running to the media. It's more important for me to focus on football and behave the way I did. So he's basically saying, like, I didn't say anything. Yeah. So Schweinsteiger played...
the kind of dude Mourinho would pick on, too.
Right.
No, you're not going to say shit.
So Schweinsteiger played 6 games at the Euros 2016. Germany reached the semifinals, and because of that, he missed part of Man U's preseason, which they did in America that summer. He said, when I arrived the first day, I trained with Zlatan and thought it was great because this is an amazing player to play with. He said the next day, which was his birthday, he walked into the training ground and Carrington, the director, and another guy was there and said, I wasn't allowed to walk into the dressing room because Mourinho said so. And he said, I had to ask them to bring my cleats and my training gear. And he said, I asked them where I'm supposed to go train. And they said, you have to train with the under 16s. Yeah. Mourinho, for whatever reason, he hadn't even talked to him yet. Made him go train with the under 16s and said he can't go in the locker room before, like, this is when he's coming back, like, from Euros. And he said the first time somebody, so that season, he only played in like 4 matches, I think he said.
Like a sub. He got subbed in a lot.
He only played in like 4 matches. He
What the?
played his first match in November 2016, and then he made 3 more appearances in the FA Cup and Europa League, and then he moved to Chicago Fire. He said the first time somebody apologized was when I decided to leave Man U for America. And then he said, I asked Jose if I could leave. And then Jose said that, and then Jose apologized for the way he treated him. And that he said, like, yeah, you can go, whatever.
What the fuck?
And I'm just like, how in the hell are you going to make Bastian Schweinsteiger, like somebody who's
A German legend,
like,
yeah,
like a legend in his own right, as a veteran, be like, go train with the under 16s, even though I haven't even talked to you.
that's disgusting. I don't like that.
Disgusting behavior.
It feels like you're mistreating people. That's gross. I don't like that.
Ridiculously.
I really don't like that at all.
No, like you never even talked to him before. And you can't be mad that he missed preseason because he was at the Euros. Like, he's playing in the Euros, dude. Like, and then you're like, oh well, you can't even come in the locker room. Like, is it something personal? Like, if it was something personal,
Is it my shorty?
like, yeah, like if it's something like his African wife, is it something personal? Then go have a personal conversation with him.
Was it because Podolski was talking about Rihanna? Hooked up Rihanna? What's going on, Doug? Or Kevin Trapp? Kevin Trapp was a Rihanna, dog?
This was at Podolski.
Sorry, I forgot. They were both in the shit.
Happy name. So I was like, wow. Like, I mean, I never liked Mourinho. I always thought he was an asshole and a bully. And that even solidified it more. I'm mad that Schweinsteiger took this long to even talk about it.
Yo, what the fuck, dog?
Like,
talk about it when you get to Chi-Town.
Like, he's being nice and professional.
Oh, like, no, Germans are so annoying. Just get a little ratchet sometimes.
You feel me? Like, literally,
so well mannered and educated. You piece of shit. Talk about it. I want to get mad. He's probably like, oh, I don't want to. Maybe he's probably like, Mourinho's is on a team. I don't want to ruin the team's mentality. Now that Mourinho's unemployed, is okay. Now I'm gonna start talking about this shit.
Literally, so annoying. But sorry. Okay, last thing, really quick. I'm pretty sure you remember, obviously, when the lockdowns were happening, a lot of teams were having players defer their payments, their money.
Oh, yes.
And one Juve was trying to not give Ronaldo the money they owed him. And now they've been ordered by a court to pay Ronaldo £8.3 million, an Italian court, by the way. Ronaldo said they owed him 17 million, and the court said, okay, y'all got to give him 8.3 million, which is what he would have gotten after taxes anyway. And yeah, they're going to have to ship him his bread while he's over there in Saudi Arabia. I can't wait for
Juve to get relegated. I'm so fucking sick of this club. I hate them.
I'm waiting for Barcelona to start shelling out the money that they owe, because I know they got some.
I know De Jong is saying all the right things. I know you want your money, dog.
And I know
never got paid. You think Jordi Alba ever got paid? You know they got some money missing.
You know PK never got paid. You know Messi never got paid.
I want 2 investigations, okay? That, and I want the recruiting stuff. I'm still sus on the Japan recruiting stuff. I haven't forgotten about that.
Oh,
I haven't forgotten about that. You're sending 22-year-olds to play for that team. That was weird. I'm sorry. Sergi Senpai, I ain't forget about you, dog.
I'm still waiting on Atleti and the Wanda one too, because they built that stadium and then they shipped they shipped Carrasco over there to China after that. Like, did you just trade a human being for a stadium?
Yeah, Carrasco really, through Atleti, has just lived the weirdest life I've ever seen.
You know what? Let me see where he plays right now, actually. Like, what the hell's going on with this fool right now? Is he still on Atleti? Oh, no, he went to Saudi Arabia. That's right.
Yeah,
I forgot about. Yeah, he's playing at Shabab. That's funny. What a you know what? If Carrasco like had his head in the game more, he could have been a baller too.
Yeah, I mean, it was all downhill after he put his tongue in his girl's mouth. Yeah. I have my PDA limits. Why are you doing that, dog?
After you tongue kiss some person, hopefully you knew her.
I hope you have 6 kids. If you don't, I fucking hate you for that.
After you tongue kissed her, after you scored with Monaco,
What a fucking simp.
We don't even know if you know her.
If this motherfucker done kissed a stranger, assaulted a stranger, that's phenomenal. Not
Okay.
in that part, but in the part that he did that.
Okay, so apparently, because they got married in 2007, this person got married to him in 2017, so I'm assuming it's the same person. She's a former Miss World for Belgium. She's a Belgian model, and they got married in 2017. She won Miss Belgium. She got top 20 in Miss World in 2013.
Okay, respect.
Oh, this is funny. They actually talk about it in her Wikipedia. It says Carrasco celebrated his goal in the 2016 Champions League by running into the crowd to kiss her, leading to international tabloid attention.
Yeah, bro. So this shit pissed me off. I was like, yo, what are you doing?
You know,
That's on my coach. I'm benching you, dog. I'm subbing you out. Get that shit out of here, yo.
I was like, we're not
This is
living
a Christian club.
we're not living in that happy of a nation.
Yeah, we're not happy.
Which is all. What else is whack is that this fool, his dad is Portuguese and his mom is Spanish. Anyway, what about life you just say? When you're a footballer, they let you do it, said Trump. No, for real. I'm like, damn, why didn't you play for Spain or Portugal, dude? Why didn't you play for Portugal? Lame ass. Anyway, we made a podcast, another hour and a half edition. You know how we do, especially when it comes to game recaps, even with no notes.
No, off the dome.
At some point, it said that we had 5 people watching, but we only had.
That's lit.
I don't know if that's real because I'm
going to make a correction. I have made a mistake on the show, one of many. Saka kicked the ball on the other side of the field in the corner kick. I refute my statement. Everything else he did was dog shit. Also, still kicked back the first person, but it was on the right side facing the goal. So he's
okay.
good.
So wait. So was this in the highlights?
Yeah, it's an end. He's at the side you can put a lefty on.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna watch it because I didn't even watch.
The ball's supposed to curve into the goal. Fine. Yeah.
I didn't even watch the highlights.
It didn't even curve until the fucking hash mark, but it's fine.
Either way, if you hit the first player, we're not living in a nation.
Maybe transferred.
Yeah. Bad Lefty, we will see you later on Power Report, hopefully. And Bad Lefty, what would make my life is if one time you came on We Made It podcast. The link is in the chat. If you hopped on here, it will be great. But if you don't, we're going to assume that you're really clever AI. Yeah. Like you're good. You're good. Like you're too good. Like you're the AI that's going to kill us all.
Yeah. Like Bad Lefty is an oxymoron, to be honest.
Like if you don't ever, you're great AI. But if you do, then we're living in a happy nation.
Yeah. That needs to be a song for a club. Like I want to hear that.
It probably is.
That shit would go crazy.
It probably has been, honestly.
I mean, that shit turning up.
Make sure you learn it because we're going to be singing it together possibly as soon as Saturday.
Yeah, can that happen, please? I'm down.
We will see. But anyway, finally, let's end. Bad Lefty does not compute.
Wrong command. Please rephrase statement.
Anyway, We Made a Podcast, episode 305, Crystal Ball Ceez.
Happy Nation.
In a happy nation.
We Made a Podcast. I didn't get to get a number because Bam started without me.
Oh, fuck you. Holler.